Okay, so this is how to install MAMP on a Mac. So by far and away, my Mac is set up differently. I've set up these servers separately, individually. But MAMP is the best way to get the servers up and running, the fastest and easiest way to get them up and running. So all I did here, jumped into Safari and did a search for download MAMP, and that's brought me here. You can see that it's automatically detected Mac OS, and there's all sorts of different options there. It will automatically download the latest version for your machine. So all you've got to do is hit the green download button either there or there. I'm just going to close Safari. Just going to quit Safari altogether because I've already downloaded it. Now for the Mac, what it does is it downloads what's called a stub installer. So this actually hasn't downloaded all the software. That will happen when I run this program. So I'm going to double click it. It's going to complain because I didn't download it from the App Store. And now it's going to download all of the software required for Apache, PHP, MySQL, and a few other things that we aren't going to be using. So I'm going to hit download on that, and then we can watch the little blue bar climb all the way across the screen. Now I'm going to speed up the video at this point until it gets to the end of that download. So see you on the other side. Now that we've finished downloading, you can see that it's popped up with the install. So let me guide you through the install. Hit continue. You can read this if you're interested, but I'm just going to hit continue again. We're going to need to have a look at the licensing, but if you don't feel like reading all of that, you can just hit continue and say that you agree. I'm going to hit install now. I'm going to give it my password. And we're getting ready to install. Now we'll actually install MAMP and MAMP Pro, but don't start MAMP Pro, just start MAMP. In fact, we might even delete it once we get into the applications, and I'll show you that soon. I might speed this a little bit up. It can take a little while to install. So again, see you on the other side. And that happy little tone tells me we're done, so I can hit close on that. And if you like, you can move it to the bin. And it tells me that it's added some things into the dock. So I'm just going to hit close on that. And that's all we need there, so we should be good. Now if I go to my dock, I happen to have my dock on the side. That's because I'm running this Mac as a virtual machine on my other Mac. Go to the side there, can't see MAMP there, so I'm going to go to Launcher, Launchpad, and there it is there. So there's MAMP Pro. We might get rid of that, but here's MAMP, so I'm going to double click MAMP. And it comes up with what I call the control panel for MAMP. You can see that we've got a number of things happening here. So we're going to be using Apache. The PHP version's all there, and all we have to do is hit start. And if our PHP and MySQL servers come up and are happy, start will be green. Oh, there we go. Let's wait for that to finish. Now, this page is what we call the web start page. If I just minimize that, we can actually start that web start page from this button here as well. Just go back to Safari. And there's a couple of things to note here. First of all, mine is being run on a different port to the standard port. So that means I've got something else running on my computer that's using the standard web ports. So in my tutorial, I will probably just talk about localhost. But if you have this :8888, then you need to type in localhost :8888 every time. Just keep that in mind. It's a little bit of a difference. So the other thing I want to show you while we're here, under the Tools menu, there's this thing called PHP My Admin. And when you click on that, it automatically logs you into the database creation tool called PHP My Admin. And that's where we're going to be making our databases. A little later on, if you do 11 and 12 digital solutions, we'll show you how to do this on the command line. It's a lot neater. This can get quite cluttered and quite confusing sometimes. But this is the way we manage our databases. And that's it. You now have MAMP up and running. Now I'm just going to close it down, and I'm going to go and find where MAMP is installed. I thought it might be in here, but it's not. That's okay. Now the reason is we actually need to know where MAMP is. Tell you what we might do. We might go to Finder, and then go to Applications, and then in here there should be the MAMP folder. Now this is our opportunity, by the way, to take MAMP Pro and to slide it over to the rubbish bin when I can find it. It's a bit confusing on the side. There it is there. And that will uninstall MAMP Pro, so we won't have the issue of accidentally running MAMP Pro. But in the MAMP folder, there's the MAMP program. You can still get that if you go to Launchpad. Sorry, a bit clumsy on this version. There we go, MAMP's still there. But we're interested in the MAMP folder because there's this folder here, htdocs. And this is the folder in which we have to create all of our websites for them to be served through Apache. So this index.php that you see here is what we see on the web start page. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to right click on htdocs. And I'm going to go down and do what's called an alias, make an alias of htdocs. I'm then going to drag that and drop it on my desktop so that I've always got access to that folder right here on my desktop. Now I can delete this version of it so that I've always got that htdocs. So when this is closed, even if this isn't running, I'll just minimize it for now. If I double click htdocs, my files will be in here. Tutorial files for the address book, which is going to be the subject of the tutorial, and also for your project later on. Alright, that's getting MAMP up and running on a Mac, and we know how to browse to our Apache server, so we're ready to start the tutorial. See you in the next video. Thanks.